What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have some exciting news for you guys. What's behind me in this video is something that is very special, near and dear to my heart, but it's brand new. And working all the jobs that I've worked has finally got me to this point. The story is, I started with a push mower, a handheld blower, and an electric weed eater. That's how I started my landscaping business. And now I'm 26 years old. I started that when I was 8 years old, and then officially started gaining people other than my family members when I was 16. So up until 8 years old to 16, I was just doing family members' houses. And then when I was 16 years old, wanted to step it up some and branch out the business, gain some more work, gain some more clients, and my business has grown to what it is now with commercial equipment and a couple guys working for me on the days that I can't get out, and doing great, making a lot of good money with it. And it has allowed me to do a lot of the things that I want to do in life, and has allowed me to do and purchase some things that I never would have been able to purchase without my landscaping business. So my landscaping business has provided me with a lot for my life, and I appreciate that. And my hard work has paid off and is paying off as the years go by. And I guarantee now that I know what I know and know what I can get with my landscaping money, that's other than my kind of backup money to replace a piece of equipment. So for you young guys and you people starting your landscaping business, don't pay yourself first, pay yourself after. So you pay your business first and then you pay yourself. And what I mean by that is, you have to build some cushion in your business of, all right, if a piece of equipment goes down, can I replace that equipment? Because sad story happened to me this weekend. Someone went in the back of my truck and stole my Echo PB8010 blower. So I had to literally go to Marshall's and buy a brand new blower right after that, so I can keep my business going. Even though I do have other backup blowers, they're not as powerful because it's leaf season right now. They're not as powerful as the PB8010. But now, one thing to note also is they're PB9010s, if I'm correct. That's the upgraded one. We can get into that video later about the difference between the old model PB8010 and PB9010. That is the newest model. But had to go purchase that. Unfortunately, people are just being a-holes and have to steal. And it was partially my fault. I will admit that. I didn't lock my stuff up. So learn from me, lock your stuff up, guys, especially if you got your equipment in the back of your open pickup truck. Just lock your stuff up. So that partially was my mistake. But again, people shouldn't be a-holes and steal stuff. So it is what it is. It happened to me while I was working my first job of the day, which is McDonald's. I don't know if some of you know that, but again, for you newbies out there to the channel, I work 4 jobs. I work at McDonald's from 3:30 in the morning until 7 a.m. Then I work my main job 7 a.m. until 3:30. Then I coach 4 to 6, and then run my landscaping business until the sun goes down after that. Working 4 jobs Sunday to Sunday. And with doing that for a year and a half now, that has allowed me to purchase what I have in front of me right now. I know I said behind me, but that's a building. But I'm about to show you guys what I just purchased the other day. But first, I want to thank my wife. With being with my wife, she has also allowed me to purchase this vehicle. So yes, it's a vehicle. She's been supportive through the whole thing. She's very proud of me. She knew and knows where I come from. She knows I haven't always had the new things. The newest thing that I've ever owned was my bike, the motorcycle, the Honda Repsol. And as you guys know and haven't seen on the channel lately, the other vehicle, the Corvette. So had to make some sacrifices. So real quick with that, making sacrifices, my landscaping business allowed me to purchase that Corvette and that motorcycle. if I didn't purchase this vehicle to continue my landscaping business, because my black Dodge Ram, you guys know that, it's on the channel with the flags on it. That truck just hit 230,000 miles. If you haven't watched that video, go watch that video. Accomplishment. I never hit 230,000 miles before in a truck before, and finally hit 230,000 miles in that truck, and it's still going. Yes, I do run into small little minor problems with that truck every now and then. Again, it's a 230,000 mile truck, but it looks real good for a 230,000 mile truck with very, very, very tiny little rust on it, and that's only on the rear bumper. And now that I'm going back, I was thinking about coating that bumper, but I like the chrome look of it, and I just should have blacked it out anyway and painted over it with the undercoating. But so now that little piece on that bumper is starting to rust out, so that's why I say a little bit of rust. That's the only rust on that truck. And I'll show you guys in another video about getting the touch-up undercoating that we're about to go get also as well in a couple weeks here. But sacrificing, my business has to continue. My business is making me money. The Corvette and the motorcycle wasn't making me money. It was for my enjoyment. And with running my business beforehand, it allowed me to purchase a Corvette and a motorcycle. So be smart about your decisions, and I had to be smart about my decisions right here and make a sacrifice. And it's the correct one, 100%. I'll make this choice every single time. I had to continue my landscaping business because my landscaping business makes me money. It allowed me to buy my fun toys. All right, so with making the investment to purchase something newer to continue my landscaping business, which I'm sure you guys know what it is now, had to make the sacrifice. Got to keep making money so that later on I can buy another Corvette, a newer one. I can maybe buy a C8 this time. I can maybe buy a BMW or an H2, because I know I told you guys that we might be getting an H2. But again, I have a wife now, so I got to talk that over with her. But I talked this over with her as well, what's in front of me, and she said, yeah, that's the right decision, that's the smart decision. So without further ado, like I started blabbing on, like I said I wasn't going to do, I did it again, of course. Here it is, 2019 Silverado Z71. It is a 1500. I'll tell you guys why I went with the crew cab standard bed. The reason why I went with the crew cab standard bed is because I have a wife, we're trying for a kid. That's the whole crew cab setup right there. All right, I have a wife, me, my wife, and a kid. So with my older truck, the Dodge Ram, again, it's just old anyway, but it's just the extended cab. So it has the two front doors and then the small pop-out doors that open this way. But kind of hard to fit a car seat back there, or multiple kids back there, or other adults back there. This is fully capable of fitting any and whoever you want in it. Crew cab. All right, that's what you want. Family crew cab. Now, for the business sake, had to get a standard or long bed. That's what I told my salesman, Chris. I bought this truck from, let me hope I say this correctly, Sarchone. I asked him how to say that correctly. I was saying Sarchone forever when I was going to look at this truck and looking at it online, but it's Sarchone. So Chris, if you ever watch this video, correct me on that, or correct it in the comments for everybody else to see. But standard bed, all right, standard bed is what I currently have on the old black Dodge Ram, all right, the 2001. Had to go with a standard bed or a long bed. The reason for that is because of the landscaping business. The landscaping stuff has to fit on the back of the truck. Cannot go with a short bed. All the stuff won't fit back there. The commercial mower, the blower, the weed eater, rakes, ramps, hedge trimmers, and whatever else. All right, all that has to fit back there at once. All right, that's why you got to go with a standard bed or a long bed. This is the standard bed. So crew cab, standard bed. Crew cab, standard bed. All right, so this is pretty much all stock. The only thing this does have on it, which has on my older truck, it does have a Flowmaster Super 10 under here. I don't know how you guys can see that or not. I don't know how well you guys can see that or not. I couldn't see up under there and I didn't feel like bending down all the way, but I'm gonna be probably straight piping this truck anyway, so that'll probably be coming off. It sounds decent. I'll let you guys hear it in a little bit, but this is the color on this truck is satin. Looks real good. Chromed out front end here. This bra did come on it. The visor bra did come on it for the hood. I'm gonna go back to SPACESHIP and see what they can do about wrapping the truck in the protective film, because I do want that kind of front end protected. It looks real nice. I'm probably not going to change this. I was doing a lot of research online, and we are definitely going with a different tire and rim setup, so a wheel package on this truck. The biggest of what I saw that we could go is 33s without having to do a huge lift kit or anything like that. I may have to level the truck out first and then put the 33s on there. Tire wise, I'm not sure exactly what tires we're going with yet. For rims, I know we're going to go chrome. So there's already a bunch of chrome on this truck, and for me, I don't really feel like deleting all the chrome and stuff like that. So it's already got the chrome steps, chrome and black, so might as well just do chrome and black tires. And black tires are black anyway, so might as well do some new chrome rims. And then tires, I may go with the all-terrains that I just put on the Dodge Ram, those KO2s, see how those look with some chrome rims on it. If I don't like that setup, change the tires out, obviously. Did come with this Chevy bed cover. Here's kind of the back end here. Here's the back end of the truck. Someone already, the previous owner already did put the blackout Chevrolet inserts in there. This is the LTZ model. I'll show you guys one quick feature right here. The bed, I've never had this before. Here's the key fob right here. I've never had this function before. The bed goes down with the push of a button, so that's pretty cool. I've never ever had that before. So we're coming up on luxury here, guys. The channel is moving forward. I've never ever had that before. The inside of the bed has the bed liner on it. I might want to put a plastic bed liner in here. I don't know how well it's gonna fit. I'm just gonna probably look around on the Chevy website. Chevy does have some upgrades on their website, what they can do from their dealerships, but some people are kind of iffy about that, just because sometimes people know just the aftermarket stuff looks better, and it's sometimes doesn't always last longest, but it is what it is. You make your choices and your decisions. It does also go up with the push of a button in the inside of the cab, or you can push the button here, it'll go up by itself. So that's a cool feature. I've never had that before either, but all you do is push your button right here as you're lifting it up, and it will sense that the tailgate is going up, and it'll carry itself all the way, or the rest of the way, excuse me. Got cameras on the back here for your backup. Got your sensors back here. We got steps now, mud flaps. So this thing is pretty nice. The Line-X sticker right here, I don't know what they did. It doesn't really look like they put an undercoat on this truck. I'm gonna do that myself anyway, just like I did with the Dodge Ram, to keep the rust off. And as you guys know, again, 230,000 miles on that truck and very, very, very little rust. So proud I did that undercoating. And I got one more tip to show you guys as well, with some rust coating stuff that you can put in your door jambs and all around the truck for winter time, so you can keep that rust off. So again, I know you guys, why should we trust you? Why should we do what you say? Look at that Dodge Ram. There's no rust on those common rust spots that you see on all the other Dodge Ram. Why? Because I do this protective film, I do the undercoating, and I do the protective rust spray. And I'll show you guys in another video, so make sure you keep watching the channel. All right, it's not the end of Moto AK-47 for you guys that are here for the motorcycle or the Corvette. All right, we're gonna get another Corvette, we'll get another motorcycle. All right, but had to make a sacrifice. The business allowed me to buy that Corvette and motorcycle. So I got to continue the business to get another Corvette and motorcycle. And this was the purchase that had to be made. The Dodge Ram has 230,000 miles on it. So you never know when it's just going to go kaput with that engine. I don't know. So had to make plan B. And here is plan B, the backup. All right, so if the Dodge Ram goes down, I got another way to continue my business to keep making money. That was the sacrifice. Couldn't run a landscaping business with the Corvette. Couldn't put a commercial mower in the back of a Corvette. Couldn't put a trailer on the back of a Corvette. Couldn't do that with a motorcycle either. But I can with this. Keep making money, keep making good decisions, people. All right, so let's go for a little sneak peek on the inside here. Gonna start with the driver's side. Got a lot of features in here. Gonna go quick with this. I know I don't want to bore some of you guys. Most of you guys know what the interior of these things look like anyway. But all these buttons, bells and whistles, this is the LTZ model. I have never had any of this before in my entire life. When I first got in the truck, I'm like, oh boy, what are all these buttons?
It's a spaceship, boss!
What do they do? I'm like a kid in a candy store or a kid on Christmas. It was a special moment for me, guys. I've never ever had anything this nice before with all these bells and whistles and buttons. I now have heated seats, heated and cooled seats. So these are the buttons right here, heated and cooled seats. Never ever had that before in my entire life. So this is a sweet luxury. All right, this feels very nice. Got memory seats, power folding mirrors, heated steering wheel, got all the controls on the steering wheel. Quick tip, there's also buttons on the back of the steering wheel to change your music and your volume on the other side. So that's a quick tip. A lot of you guys don't know that because people sometimes don't drive with both hands like this. But there are buttons on the back of the steering wheel. Got our light buttons here, our 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, high, low there. Got leather up here, touch screen. All the seats are heated and cooled. So let's show the back here too. The back, excuse me, I apologize. The back is just heated seats. So the back just gets heated seats, not cooled as well, just heated. Got your outlets back here, pretty cool. It did come with the liner here. It's plastic liner. I had my seat folded up right here for a second because I had my brother's baby shower gift sitting right here that I had to drop off to them because the family and I went to Patterson Farm this weekend in this truck. So that was a good time. But that's pretty much it, guys. Got a lot of deep space here in our center console, so that's pretty deep. Got my mask down there, emergency mask situation, COVID. A lot of different buttons.
It's a spaceship, boss!
So the next thing, the first thing that we're doing with this truck, all right, same thing did with the black truck. Tinted the windows and we're going undercoating. All right, so those are the first two things. Winter is coming up here, so that's the first two mods that we're doing on this truck. So window tint, I don't know exactly what percent we're going with yet, but we're doing also the undercoating. Got to do that first before the snowfall is here and before the salt hits the ground. As you guys know, that's one of my jobs as well. But got to get this truck, got to take care of the truck, excuse me. Can't mess this truck up. It's a big investment. All right, I'll tell you guys the price that it was later on here in another video. Just wanted to show you guys and tell you how excited I am to finally have a truck. I am blessed, truly blessed, but it was hard work, guys. I didn't get this truck just out of nowhere. Nobody just handed me money and say, here, go get a truck, or nobody gave this truck to me. This was an investment. It is an investment, and it took a lot of hard work to get this truck. All right, from the time I was 8 years old, from the time the age I am now, 26 years old, running my landscaping business and other jobs. It's finally allowed me to buy one of the newest things that I've ever bought before in my entire life. The truck has 47,000 miles on it. So yeah, that's the newest. This is the newest vehicle that I've ever purchased in my entire life, and it looks very good, and I will take care of it. So again, we got to get the windows tinted, undercoat, and the protective film by Chip. So we'll do that stuff first before we get into any other mods, because that has to protect the truck. Don't want a bunch of salt scratches, salt rust starting, and then for the privacy thing and keeping people out of looking through the car and looking through the truck, gotta get the windows tinted. All right, so we're going to take a drive here to Z-Bart. That is where I go to get my window tint, and I will see you guys in the cab.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.